Okay, so today we are joined by Esmeraldo, a translator and teacher from Luanda, Angola. Thank you very much for being with us today. Um,
My pleasure. My
oh,
pleasure. Good
thank,
evening.
thank you. Could you maybe get started by telling us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, my name is Esmeraldo Pinto, as you already said. I'm from Africa, Angola. I live here in Luanda, the capital city of Angola.
Mhm.
I'm a teacher of English and a translator as well.
Oh,
I'm 23 years old, yeah, and very professional, as you can see.
okay, wonderful. Could you tell me a little bit about your experience learning English so far? How has your experience been so far with English?
Well, actually, that was not very easy because when I started learning in this language, I didn't have money, and that
Mm,
was very difficult. That was in this basically started when I was in my middle school. I think that was in 2007, something like that, right?
mm,
So I was learning and I was giving up most of the time, learning and giving up because
mm,
our official language is Portuguese, and sometimes speaking English alone can actually seems crazy to a little boy. But I didn't give up. I did my best, and I can say that I'm happy because of English, because most of the thing that I have is thanks to English.
very good. So then, how do you feel that English has benefited you personally?
Well, firstly, I can understand everything better, not only in English, but
Mhm.
in other areas as well. I can be very passionate of reading that
Mhm.
because of English. Because in the beginning, I didn't like to read a lot, but because of some book that I have read before, I'm really passionate of reading a lot of books, about science, about God, technology, and much more. So, besides the money that I have at that moment, I can say that I could meet a lot of great people and I have a great friends thanks to English. So I'm really glad, for this language.
Very good. So then, in your opinion, what do you think personally is the best way to learn English?
Well, as a teacher, I think the best way to learn a language, not only English, but a language, is just by speaking and
Mhm.
listening. Because just like a little boy or a baby girl, the first thing they do is listening, right? They listen, and after they repeat what other people at home says, right?
Mhm.
Basically, this is what I think. Firstly, you have to listen a lot, and after you will reproduce the same sound you listen all of the times. Yeah, basically
Mhm.
that way. And don't
Mhm.
forget to practice a lot, right?
Yes, of course. Yeah. From what you've observed as a teacher as well, do you find any common mistakes that maybe students make? Maybe mistakes that appear frequently. What do you think about that?
Well, yeah, sure. I found it a lot because even in a lot of community, a lot of teachers, they are all of the time committing mistakes. The thing is, English is not our official language, and
Mhm.
sometimes we join, the
Mhm.
pronunciation with some of our mother tongues we have here in
Mhm.
Angola. Some of them are very difficult, and the student they have the same problem. They can actually join because of the mother tongue. There are some sounds that doesn't, that don't actually change. They come from our mouth, but they don't change because of our original languages we have here in the country. But some of the mistakes that I should like to say at that time, there are a lot of, but I don't know if mentioning some would be better. But let me tell you, uh, sometimes they say, especially with the verb be
Mhm.
and do, they say you is my friend,
Mhm.
but it's not you is my friend. You are my friend. They say he don't like it, but that's wrong. He doesn't like it. Yeah, basically that way. But they've been improving a lot. They have been improving a lot.
Okay, very good. Excellent. Could you give us a few more details, please, regarding your work in translation?
Well, I'm near here. I'm near here in this of translation. But I have been working with some experienced people here in Angola, and this is not very easy because
Mhm.
I still have a lot to learn. As I said, I'm near here, and but I can say so far it is okay. It is okay.
Mhm.
We are making a little money day by day, and just by helping the experienced people, when they don't have time, I'm learning a lot. And
Mhm.
we need more translator in the country because most of the time we are receiving other people coming from different country that their first language is English. So yeah, we need translators. This is why I'm a translator, but I'm still working hard to be better and better.
Mm. I suppose that these expatriates, they're in Angola for business purposes, right?
Yeah, for real, for real.
Mm.
For
Do you
real.
have any details about that? Maybe particular sectors that they work in, or what they're doing there in Angola?
Not a lot of details, but I can say we have a lot of places needing translator, a lot of companies needing
Mhm.
translator, and most of the time I think that was in a radio from Angola. They use an
Mm.
IEL expert to translate something that was very, I can say,
Mm.
crazy.
Mm.
So it is cool. We know we have cap tools that help us to translate some documents and other stuff, but as human, we are really great, more than them, right? And some of the company here we have, they most of the time request for translators, interpreter, and much more. And they are most of the time requiring new translator.
Mm. I see. Very good. So maybe just a final point today. Could you tell me a little bit more about some of the different languages present in Angola, both in Luanda and the country more generally?
Well, great question.
Hmm.
We have got a lot of language here. Yeah, so many great languages, but great for those one that can be able to speak
Hmm.
them. I mean, because there are some languages that are very tough, very hard, personally, to learn and to speak. We have, for example, Kikongo. We
Hmm.
have Lingala, but
Hmm.
especially in Cabinda and Uíge.
Hmm.
Kikongo as well is from Uíge, one of the
Hmm.
Angolan province. We have Kimbundo. Kimbundo is very famous.
Hmm.
Is very famous. We have as well Fiote, Ngangela, and much more, and much more. Yeah, a lot of languages. But the official language is Portuguese, and in all province, this is the language that is spoken.
Wonderful. And one final point, Esmeralda. What are some of your goals for the future? What would you like to do?
Well, to be better translator and
Hmm.
a better teacher, this is why I'm working hard. And if I could, right now, I would open a company. Yeah, but I'm not ready yet. Let's wait. Let's wait. Let's see and wait what happens.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for participating in this interview today. I'm sure the community will be very grateful for your efforts. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the invitation.
Y-
Appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Bye for now. See you later.
Okay.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.